showtime.
Fire and water, earth and the sky, mysteries surround us, legends never die. We're here for the moment, lost in time. I can hear them call, they're locked within the crystal ball.
Hello everybody, my name is the T-Rock100 and welcome back to more of Pokémon Shining Pearl. Last time, we went through the rest of Milestone City and we have finally took on the gym. Don't know why I say finally on that one, but it just felt like forever, alright? And we got ourselves our next gym badge, but we got our next objective, which we're not going to be doing quite yet. Because this time, we have a whole half of the underground that we still have to explore. And maybe while we're down here, I'll probably find something that's worth our time. Just like with before, I'm mostly going to be covering the second half of the long path in this particular episode. And who knows, maybe we might actually make some progress in the main game as well. Yep. Oh, hello. I guess, and to help pass the time a little bit easier, I guess we could technically cover the Pokemon that we can find in our next route, which is just south of us. You know what? Sure. We'll do just that and just to kind of feel like we're gonna pass the time a little bit, and it's time. We got plenty of things to do. So what do you say we go ahead and talk about the 3 new Pokemon that we can find down on Route 214, which is just south from us. And I'll try to show off more of the spacious path that's around here. And yeah, I'm pretty much traveling on this point. Let's just move on. Starting things off is Graveler, the evolution of Geodude. Not much really needs to be said about this. Everything good that is said about Geodude applies to Graveler. Unfortunately, which is something that I would say if there was actually something that needed to be brought up. It has to evolve with the use of trading. In fact, I actually would suggest you hold off on the trading him for something a little bit later, because Graveler can actually learn some moves that Golem can learn later. I don't remember if their moveset is identical with their same levels, but I guess it doesn't really matter much at this point. The reason of why I say it like that is because Graveler is great. It has sort of both Rockheads, dirty for the ability, but what's really interesting is that it has Sand Vial for the ability. This boosted the evasiveness while it's in a sandstorm. Not much really needs to be said about that, and this is really good for having a sandstorm team. In fact, there is a Pokemon that we're going to be encountering in a little while that actually will benefit well with a sandstorm team. If you choose to go for a Graveler and you have a sandstorm team member, it could probably be some good use. The downside is, with it being a rock and ground type, you probably know this already, it's kind of a glass cannon for a majority of the Pokemon that you're going to be seeing throughout the journey. Especially of what's going to come up in the end game. But it actually might be beneficial to have a Pokemon like this until, at the very least, after the 6th gym. The reason why I say it like that is because pretty much at that point on, you're going to be facing off against a lot of bosses and a lot of Pokemon that have the advantage over rock and ground types. So that's probably something that's probably something to be worth taking note on. But maybe you might find some good use out of it in the long run. Next up, only found in Shining Pearl, Sudowoodo, the evolution of Bonsly. Like I said with Graveler, this is a Pokemon that is really good, and everything good that I said about Bonsly kind of applies. Keyword being kind of. The reason of why I say kind of is because its starting moveset is weird. What really makes it shine through is the fact that, like with Graveler, it has Sturdy and Rockhead. Rattle's okay, it just doesn't boost its speed if it's hit by a Dark Ghost or Bug type move. But honestly, why would you even want any of that if you already have an advantage against them in more ways than one? If you want one, there is one ability that I would recommend over the others. Rockhead. We're coming up on a location of where you can reteach in the moves of the tutor that's coming up. And it is even capable of learning the moves. Well, I know for a fact that it's capable of learning the move Wood Hammer. Even though this will cause recoil damage, you might actually find it to be some very good use, and that it's actually a good complement against some water type Pokemon if you're having issues with those in the past. Plus, it can even learn Stone Edge through the tutoring as well, something that's actually kind of worth considering. The only big negative that I have to say about it is about as slow as a slug. That's probably the biggest issue that I have with it, and I definitely would recommend that you kind of think about more about how you want to use it rather than knowing how to play it. Two different things. But other than that, if you really do want to have a good chance of having a good Pokemon that can tank a lot of hits because of how great its defense is, give this one a chance. You might actually find some good use out of it. And finally, Girafarig spelled backwards. Okay. As much as I like the concept that they have a Girafarig on that, we still gotta talk about it. Girafarig is a very unique Pokemon. It is the lone normal psychic type. It's actually one of my personal favorites, and I gotta say this one is a bit underrated. It's mostly because that it's capable of having an immunity to Ghost, and it takes a normal damage from fighting. This means that its only weakness are Bug and Dark type. And now, for the very thing that one him makes us and they kind of made it look like it's working on the poop deck. Moves. It's mostly meant to be used as a Pokemon and to share its moves and stat changes with its other Pokemon. And if you couldn't tell from that, yes, it's capable of unlearning the move Baton Pass. Basically what it does is, the stat buffs that you give on to yourself with use of Baton Pass, you're pretty much just passing it on to another Pokemon. And with the tutoring, it's even capable of relearning the moves. I actually forgot the name, so I was actually kind of embarrassing, but I'll flash up on screen right now, Hunter, for what they were. Basically, it swaps out the attack and special attack stats, and the other one is just vice versa with defense and special defense. I don't know how I forgot about it because I actually just looked over it before I started this recording, but then again, I'm not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. But honestly, like I said, I kind of see Girafarig as a bit of an underrated Pokemon. If you really do want to have a Pokemon that knows how to be very confusing and can actually be a good support role, give this one a try. The downside is, once again, it's kind of confusing and it can be a little bit of a challenge to go for if you have issues with this in the past. Oh! The Dazzling Cave! This is my personal favorite. Just look at the size of these gems. You could probably sell these off and make a fortune out of them. In fact, why don't we ever do this in the games? Take one of these gems, take it up to the service, give them a buyer, and then pretty much give us some good fortune out of this. And oh, gimme! I don't know why I was getting so hyped up for seeing a Misdreavus. I actually kind of forgotten that this part of the cave has it. The dazzling cave, that is. It's in here where you'll find probably some of the more rare Pokemon, and you're just preventing me from leaving. Not quite sure about why you really want to do that, but okay. Okay. Don't know what you were going for that one, but okay. Landed a pointless critical hit. What else is new? Yeah, this place is so illuminating. In fact, I want to double check something real quick. Oh! We have a Smoochum there. We'll be finding those a little bit later on. There's a Bronzor, we got a Ghastly. There's a Meditite right there. Chingling. Occasionally, usually in rooms like these, there could potentially be a very rare Pokemon that might actually be worth it going after. I guess it usually just depends if one will ever pop up. It's just kind of hard sometimes. Hello! Sometimes I keep forgetting that Ralts has its eyes underneath that. Like, okay. When I was young, back when I started playing Pokemon Ruby, and I saw this Pokemon, it always creeps me out in that it looks like it doesn't have any eyes. In fact, I think in the anime, when it made its debut, I'm pretty sure we all thought that it was blind. Because it looked like it had no eyes. I can't be the only one that thought this. And I caught up Ralts already? Oh well. I'm just wasting time gossiping over about a Pokemon that I guess has some pretty good use. Okay, what's in this one? Sandseer Cave, ooh. Don't want to get myself boxed in. Oh, gimme a piece of charcoal. That'll boost the fire type moves, which are great to have. Not much it really is. I guess if you want to have a Ponyta at this point, that's pretty high level. Now's your chance. Like I said, the Pokemon that you find underground, especially late in the game, they'll be pretty high level. That probably be rivaling your level, if not higher. And they could potentially learn some pretty good moves, and that it could be nice to have and all that. Here. Yeah, that's a lot of some of the same terrains. I'm definitely doing a lot of movement. I'm actually kind of expecting my egg to hatch literally at any moment at this point. Oh, hello. What is this? Bottle of PP up. You don't say. Sure, I'll go for a couple of danging spots. I'm hoping to find more plates that can be found in these walls. But we'll definitely want to be coming back down here in the post-game because there's going to be some new stuff that's going to be accessible to you. And that's just something that's new to us. Let's see here. Oh, hello. Sweet. Finally, our first one that actually was successful. Anything good inside? Ooh, a Gliscor statue. I approve. I approve. Alright, so the other ones are just going to be up here. We are going to have to go through the sandy terrains just to get to those, in fact. We're actually getting pretty close into reaching a big room. An oopie barrel. Nothing over there. Is there anything over here? Get past Purdue. There's a Rhyhorn down here. They're great to have. Except when it has lightning rod. It just kind of hinders it. Well, sort of. Got a gold bat right there. Hello! Happini! Sucks. This is our reward for having the egg with you that you got from Hearthome City, and it's pretty much as mediocre as it is. 5 attack, 5 defense, and I think like maybe 15 special attack. Just what? Okay, I know it's a baby Pokemon, and I really shouldn't be making problems about that, but why is it like this? It only ever knows, I think, Pound or Tickle. I never really looked. Well, I guess when I'm going to this fight, I'll take a look. But bring it down to Happini. It is a pre-evolution of Chansey. If you've gotten one from before, then, well, you're better off with other matters at hand. Minimize, Pound, and Copycats are the only moves that it has, and it can even have Serene Graves, which is great to have. Unfortunately, Happini doesn't exactly fit the description good for what it's known for, taking special hits. It does come with some of the highest base HP stats that you'll find in all baby Pokemon, and once it fully evolves into Blissey, it will have the biggest HP stat out of, I think, all the Pokemon. Do I recommend it? Hell no! It's mostly here if you wanted to have, well, any fun in the matter. It's a pure normal type, but not much really needs to be said about it. It's generic, it's weak, and it's mostly meant to be a special wall, nothing more. So now that we finally got that egg hatch, I can put this back in my PC. I know we've been encountering trainers that have Happini, but if you want one of your own, this is the way how you do it. This is how we do it. Okay. A lot of spacious caves. I keep forgetting there were so many of them. Got a Pachirisu right there, which is okay, I guess. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Excuse me. Quick. Get away from me. Down here we got the definition of a spoiled brat right there. Alright, so we'll come down this way. Come over here, and we have our next spot. Another Rocky Cave. Great. Hello. Got a nugget. Something that's good down here. Anything over here? Just a Geodude. Skorupi's over here. Oh, crap. Did not want to get in its line of sight. You know, I really wish more Pokemon games were like this. I know that Sword and Shield started it, but I'm actually kind of hoping that in a future game they kind of perfect that more, where you actually see the Pokemon in your sight, and if Pokemon wants to challenge you, they'll come towards you, or if they don't want to challenge you, minus the fact that he may have Repel, they'll just think like a coward and get the frig out. In for a penny? Nope. I don't care what anyone says. I always like using the hammer at walls like these. Call me that jackass who likes it to be crazy underground. Okay. Be sure I didn't miss anything. Doesn't look like it. I guess I'll maybe go for maybe one more spot and then go to these last two environments. Oh, hello. Shard right there. Oh. Alright. Nice. Looks like we have one for, I think that's rock? We got a Bastiodon. Okay, I'll take it. Don't have any choice but to take it. Alright. Another spacious cave. Jeepers, there's so many of them. We have a Hoot over there. They're pretty rare to find. Lickitung, which is also pretty rare. Lickitungs are great, and now may be a good time to catch one. Because they're actually on the verge of learning a really much needed move, roll out. That will help it evolve. Okay. Sure. One more for reals. Whew! Oh, that's just thought that there were 4 on that one, but I'll take it. And we have one for Ghost. Maybe a Haunter? Dusk Noir. Okay, I'll take it. So up here we have Big Bluff Cavern. Great. Anakin Skywalker would not like this environment. It's coarse, rough, irritating, and the sand gets everywhere. Reference had to be made. Huh, I wonder why Vader does not go into Tatooine. He gets to get sand in his armor, and it just gets rusty, and it gets jammed. You know, that's probably his greatest weakness. Take him to Tatooine, you're good. Bastiodon right there. Got Shockwave right there. Come on, buddy. So we pretty much just covered the big path, and it's actually kind of surprised that I managed to go through it this quickly. And I've only been doing this for around 25 minutes. So now that we've gotten that, let's get out of here. But now that I'm back, seeing as how we now gotten the nugget, we're going to sell that for some pretty good change. And I need to go put Happini away. Wow, coming from me, it makes me sound like a jerk. Alright. We also got Calm Mind right here, which is very nice. I'm also going to get rid of some of these TMs. I'm not going to use them at any point, because I kind of see them as rather useless. But I know that there's something that I do want to... Oops. That I do want to keep. Like, Double Team. I don't really need it. Let's see. A Trash. I'm not going to love it. Roost. Not really. Let's see here. Swagger's okay. Boosts the attack stats of your opponent and makes them confused. Substitute, not really gonna care much about. Cut, I'm gonna keep. Strength, I'm gonna keep. Rock Smash, I'm gonna keep. Calm Mind, I'm gonna keep. Focus Punch, see ya. I know some people are probably yelling at me to actually keep them because they actually have some good purpose. Actually... yeah, I'll get rid of these bottles of PPO because I'm not gonna use them. Okay. And with that, now it's time for a little change in wardrobe. And I have been waiting to do this. The time has come for a punk upgrade. We're doing it. Leather jacket style. We're putting it on at once. And you kind of like this design of her. That should make her feel that she's ready to take on the world. And with that punk-ass look, can't go wrong with that, eh? Let's talk to you. You're serious, aren't you? It's too badly chewed up and there's nothing to see there. Well, I guess that there's that Rune Maniac guy you should check out. He has been digging his way through the bed lock all by himself. Really? Oh, right, almost forgot. Wait a minute. Oh, right! I can get access to the PC boxes from here! So, I've already technically covered all the Pokemon at Route 214, but we have a required fight. But we actually have a couple of fights out here that is something that you really, really want to take part in because you're not going to find them anywhere else unless if you capture these Pokemon from before. You will no longer be able to speak, apparition. Kadambra. Okay. Sure. Even though that I'm probably gonna lose, I really do want Cloudy to get up in levels because he's really, really gonna be good for what is to come. Go for a pluck. Oh, Kinesis. Oh, okay, he actually just fell. I keep forgetting him that it's something else, but that I keep remembering it's meditate. Also, joke's on you! You're a special attacker, not a physical attacker. You are thinking of Meditite. And oh boy, they are a real piece of work. Use level 33. We're definitely doing good with those at the moment. Luxray, come on out here and take a bow. Go for a bite just to get rid of it. It's more of a special attacker, special defensive Pokemon. And that's pretty much all I was ever really going for. But it's definitely more to meet the eye later on down the road. Sounds level 35. Really, really good. You were trying to scare me? If it was nighttime, then yeah, you definitely have a better chance. I want to come in here. TM28 Dig! This place actually has some pretty interesting use. Like this a random encounter. Not. Actually, what level are you? Yeah, never mind. Everyone calls me a ruined maniac. I don't care what they call me. I'll just keep on chipping away at the rock wall little by little. Do you know why? I'm a ruined maniac who is fascinated by the unknown. I know it's a little sudden, but how about you and me have a race? You go and catch the unknown, and I'll keep digging away. A race to see who can get it done faster. This is actually kind of worth your time of doing. I know I probably said in the past that's probably not, but I think you might actually have some good reasons for doing this. In that cave, we have one new Pokemon that you can find, and it's actually kind of rare. Odd enough as it is, but the further you go, I'm not quite sure if it gets any stronger, but maybe it might prove some good use for you. And that one Pokemon is Hippopotas, a pure ground type Pokemon that actually has some pretty interesting use. Kind of. If you are looking for a great usage for the Sandstorm, Hippopotas is your guy. Its Sandstream ability will summon a Sandstorm for 5 turns unless if it's overridden by another weather move or if it's holding the Soothe Rod, which will extend that time. You may want to consider doing this. Unless if you don't want to have a Sandstorm team or anything that resists the Sandstorm, which not a lot of Pokemon do. What really makes it cool is the fact that through tutoring, it is capable of learning how to move Scorching Sand. This has a 30% chance of burning your opponent, and it has 100 accuracy, but it is hindered by a 70 power. Pretty darn weak. It's not bad, it's just a little bit difficult to use. And unlike our real world hippos, this hippo is pretty slow and it's more on the defensive side. I guess then again, these hippos do become some of the strongest jaw breakers in the world. Not the kind you eat, the one you avoid. But if you aren't so inclined to going after Hippopotas, this is the only place where you could potentially get one, and you won't be seeing any other ones for quite a while. So be mindful that there are some good choices to go for, but if you're looking for a good ground type that knows how to get the job, sandy, I guess, Hippopotas is a good one. Just remember that it's hindered by a few things, but other than that, have fun. This is a very interesting Pokemon to say the least. Okay, I need a breather. But I pretty much covered up everything that I wanted to do for this episode. We made a little bit of some progress on Route 214. We can end things off right here. Next time, we continue down 214, and we kind of see a little bit more of what is in store down there. Especially since there are some fights and that is definitely worth our time. Especially since we're going after Pokemon that we don't need. See you guys then.